are about to see what Chain Reaction is all about. A remarkable group of people who've spent their lives climbing the corporate ladder and have joined forces using their success and stamina, raising money for sick children with a bike ride. The main fundraising event each year is a 1,000-kilometre bike ride over just 7 days, like the 2008 event from Canberra to Melbourne. This brief insight shows why these amazing business leaders, corporate sponsors and product sponsors are so passionate about Chain Reaction.
The prospect of this was scary. It truly is a challenge. It was really personal. I wanted to actually not only do it, but do it well.
I had 5 months preparation to do it off a zero base, and the first training session I went to, I was quite shocked, I guess, because there were all these guys that were extremely fit and extremely competent bike riders, some semi-professional bike riders, so I just felt totally out of my depth.
On this particular day, Beric had told us at lunch that we had quite a hard steep hill to climb for about 8 or 10 Ks, and then the rest of it's just basically, meandering down. Well, as it was, it ended up being about a 5K hard climb and then a constant climb for another 10 or 15 Ks.
What's going through your head?
Gatorade.
My main motivation was the fact that my son has a heart condition. I felt the need to contribute. And I'm hoping that what we've contributed does actually make a difference to people like him through the hospitals and the Starlight Foundation.
There are 35 stories in this ride, and every person you speak to, it's amazing how they've all got a story somewhere along the line as to why they got involved. And some of it's directly personal, some of it's associated with another child that they might have known, or a family or a friend, or just simply that they wanted to give something back to the community.
2 years ago, Beric Wilson was like many of us, excited about becoming a new parent. He was overjoyed as his wife Caroline gave birth to a beautiful baby girl, Milla. Yet, just a couple of days later, their world came crashing down when doctors delivered the unimaginable news: baby Milla had a brain hemorrhage and may not survive the night. After 10 gruelling days in intensive care at the Monash Hospital, Milla fought her way through, and thanks to her strong will and the miracle of modern medicine, has made a full recovery. So grateful to the hospital for saving their baby girl's life, Beric wanted to make a difference for the hundreds of other babies who will need help every year by raising money for children's charities.
From our point of view, it's a great way to get engaged with our colleagues in the business community and to see the passion, to see the camaraderie.
Well, we're very selective about the sponsorships that we participate in, and the advantage with this is it enables executives to do something as opposed to just writing a cheque for money. And with the connection through Beric, it's a great opportunity to marshal the forces of a lot of the executives and do something worthwhile.
We as a group of people, Investec, are really committed to building our business in Melbourne, and we like to connect with similarly minded people who are building something exciting, and we are very compelled by the story that predicates the creation of the foundation. Certainly a story that touched a lot of people at Investec.
Chain Reaction for us was really about getting our staff and our people involved in something that was really important and linking back to the community. So Chain Reaction was a good vehicle for us to do that.
The impressive thing for me is that a lot of the people that we've got here who are CEOs could easily just write a cheque and say thank you, there's our donation or there's our marketing. But the fact that they're actually out here doing it themselves, to me, is one of those inspirational things.
I just contacted basically all of our key corporate partners and put them on the line and said, I want to do this, I want you guys to support us. I think it's a great cause. I'd really appreciate your support.
I'm on my limit.
Our first year, 32 riders, 10 helpers, we raised $475,000. Now that's an amazing amount of leverage as corporates we can give to the community. So we're doing something which makes us feel that the pain is worthwhile.
Don't look up.
The money raised is shared between Starlight Children's Foundation and other carefully selected children's organisations who do amazing work with sick children, like NETS, Monash Newborn and Cerebral Palsy Education Centre, and help children like Sam, who has spina bifida and spends his life in and out of hospital.
Oh, I'm just forever grateful for what they're doing for the Starlight Children's Foundation, because in turn they're helping people like Sam and myself and giving kids like Sam the opportunities that they really, really need in times of heartache and times of trauma. Very appreciative of everything they're doing.
It's not just giving, and that's where, you know, there's a whole lot of giving and a whole lot of doing something that is, you know, philanthropic. But it's also, you take a lot of things out of yourself. I mean, you're fitter for one, but it's also the camaraderie. And you know, I've seen guys who are just killing up the mountains. I've seen guys who are being killed by the mountains.
Sub-events like Chain Reaction Sponsors and Supporters Day, commencing at the base of Mount Buller, provides corporate sponsors with a truly unique interactive experience, enabling them to engage with clients, prospective clients, staff and the community, developing relationships at a deeper personal level like no other event.
Last year I was reading the paper and I saw a picture of 3 guys that were riding their bikes from Adelaide to Melbourne, and the story was going on about, explaining how Berwick had almost lost his newly born child to sort of a life-threatening problem. My sister lost her life when her baby was very young, and it was sort of, the story hit me. Contacted Berwick, said you need anyone to help you get yourselves fit, and it sort of took off from there.